Now let's get reaction from both sides. New Mexico Democratic Governor Bill Richardson is in Santa Fe this morning, and California Republican Congressman Darrell Issa is on Capitol Hill. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Harry.
Good morning, Harry.
Governor, let me start with you. What do you make of this decision?
Well, it's a temporary victory, but it's a correct decision because what the judge said was that Arizona law was interfering into federal responsibility, the potential for racially profiling, the harming American interests abroad, our foreign policy. And what I see is a protracted fight that'll go all the way to the Supreme Court. It's become a hot-button issue, this immigration issue for the election. And finally, it basically sends a message that states should respect federal law, that what we need more than anything is comprehensive immigration reform, clamping down on those that hire illegals. Secondly, a path to legalization. And third, dramatically more border security in states like mine and Arizona that desperately need it because of so many drug traffic.
Right. There are 1,200 National Guardsmen headed to the border of Arizona even as we speak. Let me get the congressman in on this. As the governor just suggested, though, what is the likelihood that the Obama administration is going to really, truly embrace the things that the governor just talked about?
Well, the governor, quite candidly, might do a good job in many areas, but he, like every border governor, and myself as a border congressman, deals with the fact that the federal government hasn't done its job. This was a wake-up call that states wanted to see something done about it. You know, in many ways, this is like prohibition. We had this law, no alcohol, and yet crime of all sorts was breaking out over the failure to enforce this. Now, unlike prohibition, we can enforce the border. We can enforce our work site responsibility that people be here legally. But right now, there's been no will by president after president to properly enforce the border or to enter in comprehensive immigration reform without this artificial, you've got to forgive all those who came here illegally and make them citizen eligible. We can reach a compromise. Right now, President Obama needs to come off of amnesty and come to the table. We'll meet him halfway. If he'll meet us part of the way by giving up on the idea that people who came here illegally must have a pathway to citizenship in order to start the discussion.
Governor, let me ask you this. The judge basically said the methods of this law were wrong. Was the motivation of the law correct?
Well, I can understand the frustration of many residents, Arizona, New Mexico, and the border, the congressman's area. Look, the federal government, but I put the blame on the Congress. They have not dealt with comprehensive immigration reform. So there is some sympathy for, I think, many other states, many Americans that want to see a comprehensive effort that includes border security. But I have to differ with the congressman. What the president and others have proposed is not amnesty. Actually, it's accountability for the 11 million that are here. They have to learn English. They have to pass a background check. They have to get to the back of the line behind those that are trying to get here legally. So we're not talking about citizenship and a pardon. We're talking about a long process that allows a path to legalization. What's the alternative, Harry? You're going to deport the 11 million?
I hear you. Congressman, go ahead and respond.
The governor is unfortunately missing the point. The back of the line is 5.5 billion people that would like to come to America. So it's very clear, if you go to the back of the line, you're never going to get to the front of the line. Republicans are willing to look at guest worker programs that would include people who have skills, who have jobs here in America or could have jobs here in America, no question at all. But the president is failing to see the real point. Congress can only pass laws. Quite frankly, Governor, we pass those laws, including E-Verify and others, and people like you are choosing not to cooperate and help enforce them, and president after president have failed to enforce them. We only have the power to pass laws. We don't have the power to force the executive branch to obey those laws.
Congressman, Governor, for the moment, that's all we have time for, but
Thanks,
this
Harry.
conversation will continue, we're sure. Thank you both for taking the time to speak with us.